This fan wants to know, are you glad that you took a year off before this album? And are you going to continue to do that in the future?
It was different for different people. I didn't really take a year off. I just immediately started writing and doing things, and Dan and Chris really wanted to surf and do the extreme things that they do.
Where do you guys surf? I could ask.
Just in our hometown, it was Newcastle. No. Just the local beaches there.
Oh, it's great surfing.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good beaches there, and there's lots of them too.
Oh, you haven't had any chance to surf in Malibu or anything while you've been here?
No.
No. Oh, maybe next trip.
Yeah.
What sort of rituals or weird habits do Dan, Chris, and Ben have?
Oh, we can't give them away. They're too ritualistic. They're little secrets. We do have a bit of a ritual before we go on stage. Yeah. But unfortunately, we can't reveal it. We want to keep it to ourselves.
Ooh, a little mystery. Okay. I just whetted everybody's interest. What are you planning to do after you finish touring in Europe? You'll probably still continue touring, right?
Yeah, we come back to America for a few shows, I think, and then we're off back home for a few weeks. And then we're doing
America again.
Doing some radio shows and stuff. And then it's off to Canada for some Edge Fest tours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, great. Great. Those are fun tours. Yeah, you have a good time. This is a question for Ben. Boxers or briefs?
Boxers. Definitely boxers. Briefs is like, when you wear briefs, it's like someone's got a hold of you 24 hours a day.
Okay, we're about to get into too much information here, folks. Again, the question about touring. Will you tour America more extensively in the future? I think we kind of answered that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard because it's such a large country, and I mean, if you wanted to tour extensively, you'd have to be here for months and months and months, and I mean, we've got so many other places to get to, so.
And it's also, a lot of people don't realise that it's a lot easier for American bands to tour America. Like, it's a lot easier for us to tour Australia. When you're in your home country and you're surrounded by familiar surroundings, it's a lot easier. So it's easier to, tour for 2 or 3 months at a time. And at the moment, we're going to be away for 2.5 months from home, which seems exciting when you're not actually away, but it's not very exciting. You just want to go home.
You miss your family and your friends.
You just miss just knowing things. You just miss having a routine instead of constantly moving and living out of a suitcase and not knowing anyone.
Yeah, it's got to be tough. It's got to be tough. Are you guys looking forward to the London show? It would be great. This is from Leanne.
Yeah, we are actually. I mean, we've always had good shows in London, and the thing is, half the time a heap of Aussies turn up anyway, because
there's so many displays.
Yeah, it's true.
Last year there hasn't been many Australians, but I'm looking forward to it actually because we're playing with a band, another Australian band called The Living End.
Oh yes.
And they're a lot of fun. They're really cool. They're a good band. They're a really good band too.
That'd be fun. Yeah. Fun for you guys. Hey guys, I was wondering what you guys do to pass the time on the road. What do you do for fun? What do you do to relax?
It's kind of hard. That people think that you get out there and do all these fun things, but in that hour or so you might have off, you just like to sit there and do absolutely nothing. Veg in front of the TV or to bed. Yeah.
Yeah. Just recharge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I start to sleep whenever there's a time where we haven't got things organised. It's good to sleep. It kind of makes days go quicker. I think when you sleep as much as possible.
Well, whatever gets you through the night.
Exactly.
Chris, did you get a new doggie? I heard it was a pug. Pug. Yes. He inherited a pug. If yes, what's his or her name?
His name's Gus.
Oh. And what kind of dog?
It's a pug.
Oh, it is a pug. Say, aren't you impressed? Your fans just have
right.
all the information. Yeah. We were just talking about this. Do you guys get homesick on tour?
The first 2 weeks I find it for myself are rather grueling. It's kind of, to get yourself into a bit of a pace and rhythm of what you've got ahead for the next 6-7 weeks. So, I mean, and then the middle kind of just, I don't know, seems to get a little bit better, but by the last week you're just like itching to get home.
I'll bet. What's the longest you've ever been on tour?
I think it was about 7 weeks.
Seven.
So this is probably our longest tour. I think it goes for about 9 weeks. But the way that we tour, we don't tour like usual bands. Usually bands will go out and just do like months and months of touring. What we do, we'll go out for just 9 weeks or so. Then we'll go home. Then we'll go back out. Like we go home like in between.
It's different for different bands too. I've never spoken to any band personally that tours for months and months. There are some bands that do it because that's their lives, but I think the majority of bands that I've talked to don't like to tour for long periods of time either.
Because it is so tough. Yeah. Here's another question. Do you guys want people to mosh at your concerts although they may be injured?
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see a bit of crowd reaction, all that kind of stuff, but I mean, there is a point where it does start to get a bit silly. I mean, you can only hurt yourself if you're out there doing those stupid things. You can still mosh and have a good time without getting hurt, I think.
Yeah, that's true. So, again, if you're just joining us, this is Entertainment Asylum with Silverchair. Let's ask some more questions because we certainly have a bunch. Seeing how you guys have basically lost all privacy, would you give it all up if you could and go back to leading the life of the average 19-year-old? Would you trade in stardom for...
Yeah, they all pretty much even out in the long run, I think.
There's different advantages. Yeah, there's definitely advantages and there's disadvantages. It depends. I'd give it all up now if I got to keep the money that I got when I was 15. But I think it's kind of, I don't know, it takes away a lot of stuff that you kind of think you should be entitled to, but also, when we left school, we saw all our friends really worrying about getting jobs and stuff, and we were like, we've already had a job and been working and doing something that we kind of get satisfaction from for 5 years, so, yeah, in ways it's actually an advantage.
So in a lot of ways, you're very lucky.
Exactly.
Yeah. I wish we had more time, but we are out of time, so I'm actually going to have to ask the last question. You guys have been my total inspiration to take an interest in music and start playing instruments. Thank you so much. Okay, that's not really a question, but hey, anything you want to say to all your fans, especially Australia? I feel like the entire country has logged on to hear this chat.
Thank you.
See you soon, I think.
Thanks for your support. Yeah, in Australia and everywhere. Thank you, China. Thanks everywhere. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. That was Silverchair from Australia, and go to EA Music and come back to Studio I. That's a wrap.